Oh, what a lovely day for Pancake Day. You're probably asking, what is Pancake Day if you're living in America? Because Pancake Day is every day for you guys. It's a special day in February just for eating pancakes. And today there is 2 Pancake Day races. One, just over there, the Parliamentary Pancake Day race, involving politicians and members of the media. So at least you're guaranteed to see tosses no matter what happens today. But I'm going to be going to the Truman Bakery Pancake Day race. Over on the east side of town, I'm at the Truman Brewery car park, not to park my car, but to witness the immeasurable amounts of fun in the annual Great Spitalfields Pancake Race. All for a good cause, of course, the London Air Ambulance.
And they're off. First up is the 85mm f1.2, the BOKEH Beast.
It's so beastly it ate beauty for breakfast. In terms of sheer filth, this has to rank a good 11 out of 10. It's a saucy lens. It's the only autofocusing 85 1.2 around, and one of the must-have L lenses.
This lens is a favourite amongst portrait shooters because of that creamy bokeh. It's all about that separation from background and subject. And at f1.2, you get an incredibly shallow depth of field. But the bokeh on this, the f1.2L, is immense.
As a result, it produces luscious portraits that pop, nothing to distract your eyes away from the subject. It could make ugly people look alright. Well, maybe not him, he's got a face that only his mother would love. Look at any pro portraitist and you most likely see them using one of these. For portraits, of course.
But for sports, for action like this, it's not the quickest focusing lens you can get.
Think about it, that's one big ass bit of glass that the ultrasonic motors have to shift. It's no surprise that it's a bit slow off the mark sometimes.
It's a bit like that pancake there.
A flipping, pancake pun, hefty chunk of glass for also an equally weighty price. On the other side of the pricing spectrum though, we have the 85 1.8. No red ring, but you get a gold ring.
And they're off. And before now, if you want an 85 for Canon, you've just got f1.2L or this. But this isn't really just the lens for people who can't afford f1.2L. Well, it is. It's not as sexual as the f1.2L, but this is quite a performer.
It actually feels adequately quick at focusing on moving subjects that are running and flipping pancakes. And the image quality is good, it's sharp, all at a reasonable price. What's not to like about that?
You've got the thrifty nifty, but this is kind of like the equivalent for the 85mm focal length.
Well, just to confuse the decision about which 85mm Canon to get, there's now a third choice that slots neatly in the middle.
'85 f1.L is the newbie, but it offers kind of the best of both. I mean, being the f1.4L, it's got the red ring, which is great, but it's got kind of quite fast autofocus performance.
This thing is just as quick to focus as the f1.8, which makes this as practical as the f1.8, but with a bit of the naughtiness of the f1.2 with that large aperture. Oh yes!
But what's more, it's got image stabilization.
With the optical stabilization, you get 4 stops of shaky shit shot preventionless. Image stabilization is a blessing.
Which none of the other lenses have. I mean, if you're using it for video, this is the only 85 from Canon that I'd recommend. For handheld stuff.
Handy lens, but is it the sharpest tool in the box? Wide open on all lenses, the f1.2L is the least sharp wide open, followed by the f1.8 and then the f1.4L at f1.4. If you stop down the f1.2L to f1.4, it gets sharper but still not as sharp as the f1.4L. At f1.8, the f1.4L is still the sharpest. Really impressive stuff. And that's almost everything you need to know about these three Canon 85mm lenses. Almost. Because I took a shot to find out which lens is top banana when it comes to the bokeh. So that's it for Pancake Day Race 2018. Now let's go back to the bokeh board. I mean, we can talk about sharpness, we can talk about autofocusing speed, boring things like chromatic aberration, but if we want to get serious, we're going to talk about bokeh.
A little bit unsharp in the Huawei phone, and we call it the Boke.
Sorry, I mean Boake, of course. Anyway, I'm on one lifelong quest to find out which lens can be truly named as the king of Boake, the most creamy, cheesy-licious bokeh balls out there. Unfortunately, the bokeh board I had before was put in a recycle bin. No matter, because this is a high-tech channel and I've created an all-new high-tech bokeh board. And then here we are. You might be thinking, oh, that looks like a child's chalkboard slash magnetic board, whatever board. And then I'll just have to say, yeah, okay, it's a child's chalkboard slash magnetic board slash whatever board, but the crown, it's not from Burger King, Burger King. Anyway, let's talk bokeh balls because we have three images to look at. First of all, the 85 f1.8. It actually looks pretty good. It's the cheapest lens by far, but that's quite nice looking bokeh. No hard rings, no rings of light around the bokeh balls, and in the corners, they're kind of lemon shaped. But then the f1.4L and also the f1.2L have lemon-shaped bokeh balls, but no, it's the f1.2L. The bokeh balls have been cut off. I don't know about you, but I don't like my balls being cut off. But I don't know if it's just this lens that I had. I don't remember any other 85 1.2s having this ball cut-off problem. But let's look at the center bits. And this is where we see the f1.2L look really scrumptious. Look at those bokeh balls, they just melt into the background.
Without a doubt, in my mind, the f1.2L produces the creamiest bokeh. It would have the lactose intolerant letting off farts just thinking about it. The f1.4L and f1.8 are quite close in terms of the smoothness, but I would give the edge to the f1.4 for character.
Okay, so that's the Sony 100mm STF lens. Really creamy bokeh because it's engineered for that. Same Sonic, that's from last time. f1.4L, f1.8.
They're quite different lenses that each offer up something quite unique. The f1.8 is by far the cheapest at around $400 and is exceptional value for money. The $1,900 f1.2L is the bokeh master. With just that tad bit shallow depth of field, you get some unique looking portraits. Whereas the $1,600 f1.4L is a great modern lens. Sharp, quick, stabilised. It's an amazing lens all round.